Hey. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Like and share. It's 7 o'clock. It's time for Talks and Tips. So if you don't see your friend viewing in, text them right now. Hit them up and tell them we are live. Hey, Brandy. Do me a favor, girl, and share. Share this live. I promise it's going to be real good. Yes, I'm excited. We're going to talk about something that's near and dear to me. Fashion. Hey, y'all come on in. Like and share. I know y'all know somebody that's not on here yet, so text them and tell them it's time. Tell them it is time. Mm-hmm. Hey, sis. You need to share this live. Hi, Sharon. Y'all come on in. Hey, hey, hey. Uh. Hey. Fashion matters, y'all. Come on, tell somebody it's time for Talks and Tips. With me, Nakitta Foxx, just in case you're invited by somebody else and you don't know who I am. Get to know me. I'm going to be here every first Friday of the month. This is just my second episode, but that's all right. There will be more. And if you want to go back and catch the last episode, you can. It's on my personal page, Nakitta Foxx. And I talked to a few of my artist friends about surviving the pandemic. My guests are here. They're in the virtual holding room. Hi, LaTanya. LaTanya is one of my frame art customers. Frame art. Look me up on Instagram. Frame art for you. Fashion sunglasses. Mm-hmm. Hey. I'm trying to give y'all a little runway music. Trying to get everybody ready for the show. Hey, Nana. Hey, Dathan. Hey, Teresa. Are y'all sharing this live? I need y'all to share, like and share. Hey, Marcus. Come on in, my friends. Come on in, my friends. I'm just trying to give my guests a few minutes. Because I don't want to hold y'all all night long. I know some of the cities are open 50%. Some of y'all might have other things you want to do tonight. So I'm not trying to keep you all night long, but while I got you here, come on, groove a little bit. What y'all got on tonight? What y'all wearing? I thought I would step it up just a little bit. Cause listen, my brothers are here. They are fly. So I said, okay, I can't be regular tonight. I gotta sparkle just a little bit. Just a little. Uh-huh. And they're here. They're all in the virtual holding room. Yes. Ah. Hey, hey. Oh, somebody said, oh, you love my top. Thank you. It's a full dress, baby. It's a whole dress. Yeah. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. I am so glad you joined us tonight for Talks and Tips. We're going to talk about fashion tonight. I have some of the best designers, fashion stylists in the game today, and I am delighted to have each one of them sitting in with me tonight. They are amazing, and if you don't know them, you need to get to know them. And tonight, this is a good place to get to know them. I'm going to introduce them just to give you a little bit about each one. And we're going to start our show. My first guest, he is from New Jersey and he's now residing in Atlanta. He has styled for Waka Flocka, Anthony Hamilton, Lance Gross, Ronnie DeVoe from Belle Biv DeVoe. Listen, his looks have walked the Grammy runway. So I am going to bring in none other than Tim Arrington. So listen, my people, y'all know what to do. We can't see you
Hey,
clap. You know, it's customary on my show to show hearts, show love. Come on, hearts, 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 hearts. He's
woo!
my guest, so show him some love. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Hey, Nakitta.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, look at you.
Hey.
Look at you with this top with this dress. You look amazing. You look amazing.
I'm
And listen,
trying. I'm trying. I gotta keep up. I gotta
that
keep up.
that runway music. I needed it. It was getting me ready. It's so good to be here, sis. It is so good to be here with you.
Thank you for having me. I mean, listen
No,
to me. Thank you for
right.
having
No,
me.
thank you for look. No. Thank
I'm glad
you. Thank you for having me. This is your platform.
you're here. So listen, I'm gonna introduce my next guest. I've been knowing him for a minute, y'all. I think I've been knowing him the longest of the three of you.
Okay.
Um, he has styled Yvette Nicole Brown,
Hmm.
Lettucey, Erica Campbell, Yolanda Adams, Fantasia.
Hmm.
We could go on and on and
And
on.
on and on and on. Yeah.
Now he hasn't styled me yet, though. What's wrong with that? Mm. And I think his looks have walked the Grammy runway too, and maybe some other runways, but we'll talk about that more as well. Listen, give it up for Algernon Johnson. Sir Al is
Woo!
coming in.
Yo, yo, what's up, y'all?
What up, brother?
Tim, you got the
Hey,
yellow
hey.
memo.
Uh huh.
Hey, Kitty, you look amazing.
Yes, she does.
Thank you. Thank
Sorry, y'all.
you.
I call her Kitty. I don't know if y'all know her by that, but that's my girl. Oh, you got the yellow memo too.
Yeah, she got the yellow nails.
I see you, Nikki. I see you. I see you.
Yes. So I'm gonna bring my last guest on. If y'all know me, y'all know him. Because now I could start naming off all the people he styled. And I am. I do that first. He has styled Leandria Johnson,
Woo.
The Wall,
Hey,
Kelly Price, the rapper.
hey.
Y'all know Yo Yo. Uh-huh. And does anybody else know who else he styled?
Nikita Fox,
The one and only.
the one and
Ah,
only
The
Nikita
one and
Fox.
yes.
only.
Whether you know it or
Listen,
not.
let me bring in Grover Dubose to the set.
Woo!
Hey everybody.
Hey,
What's
Grover!
brother.
up, y'all?
Good, man.
Hey,
Grow.
Grover.
Kita, what's up, sis?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, hey, hey.
Listen, I am so very excited to have you guys on this show. Each of you are absolutely amazing. And I was saying earlier, I had a sweatshirt on, and I said, no, let me switch this up
Oh,
because, and I'm going to tell you why.
I'm looking
Because
at y'all and I'm
you
feeling
guys
comfortable.
sent your
Grover, you're crazy, bro.
I'm looking like I should have put a little something different on.
I feel the same way.
Grover.
You
but you
sparkling, Keita.
advertising your brand. You advertising your brand. G
It ain't yellow.
squared.
It ain't
Don't y'all
yellow. Let
miss
me go
don't
grab
miss the
this yellow
sketches
pillow
in the
off the
back.
couch.
Don't
Let
miss
me
the
go grab
sketches in
this
the
yellow.
back.
Let me grab this yellow pillow off the couch.
Okay.
But what I was saying was I felt like I needed to step it up because when I asked you guys for your pictures, I said, oh, this how they feel? This the way they feel. I had to send it to one of my little sisters. I did. I sent it to one of my little sisters and I was like, would you look at this? Look at them. And I
That's
can't even repeat
funny.
what she said. I cannot repeat what she
Ah,
said.
I want to hear it.
dude.
I, that's a text. I'll text y'all outside of this.
Okay.
But yeah, each of you, amazing. So very amazing. And I am so excited to have you guys on the show. I think I was saying, Al, I've been knowing you, what, 16 plus years?
16, at least 16. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Al was our savior when we recorded the One Church recording.
Wow.
We had a little mishap, and so Al came in and he helped us with that. And then I met Grover. How long has it been, Grover? It's been a minute.
It's been a
It
minute. I
was
think we
it was
might be creeping up on like maybe 9, 10.
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say somewhere around in there.
Because I met you styled my friend Rhonda McLemore, and
Yes,
I
I
told
love
you,
Rhonda.
yes,
yeah, I told you
yes,
we're gonna work, and we have
yes. You
been working.
did, and we have been working.
And then
Yes.
Tim, we just made the connection,
I'm the new
but I've
brother.
been stalking you for a long time. I
Thank
We
don't
all
you.
know if
have.
Oh,
We
please.
all
Listen,
have.
Oh, please.
Tim is
I don't
beyond
know.
amazing.
Oh,
He is.
oh.
I
Thank
don't know if
y'all.
you know, but one of your birthday photo shoots inspired my 42nd birthday photo shoot.
No,
Hey,
It
I
was
did not know that.
yes,
Okay.
it was the one where you had the champagne bottle, the balloons, and the cake, and
Yes.
you
That
just kind
was
of
that was my 42nd birthday. Okay. Come on,
yes.
Nakitta.
Dope. Dope.
I copied.
That's okay.
I
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
So let's get into this, guys. I when I look at each of you, I see the passion. I
Mhm.
see the love for fashion. Not only do you all love to look good, but you all love to make other people look good.
Mhm.
And I just want to know what was the pivotal moment that made each of you realize that styling and designing was something that you wanted to do and make that your career.
hmm.
Anybody?
Who's gonna start?
And it doesn't matter who.
I'll
You
start
got
with
it.
it's actually the very event that Nikita's talking about. I knew Kurt for a little while. Um, and then I've known Nikki for a long time, so I was a part of the One Church recording, and so we were in a rehearsal. Nikita, I don't know if you remember the specific rehearsal, but we were in this one rehearsal. We were very very close to the recording, and Kurt walked over to me. Tim, I think I just told you about this.
Mhm.
Kurt walked over to me during rehearsal, and he said, "You sew, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." um, and he said, "I'm going to talk to you after rehearsal or whatever." And so he pulled me aside, and he said, "I need you to help the girls out. We're working on something, but I don't think it's quite right. So, I need you to, come in and kind of fix it for me." And he was like, "Can you do it?" And I literally just shared this story with my brother. I said yes before I could think about it. Um, and the next rehearsal, they brought the skirts, they brought the pieces, and we started working on it. The pivotal moment was when the girls tried on their pieces, and
Mm.
each girl said the same thing. They all said, "How did you know what to do for me? How did you know
Wow.
exactly how to make me? This is exactly what I wanted." Each girl
Right.
said the same thing.
That's
And
great.
that was my moment. That
Wow.
was my moment because I didn't know everybody personally. So
Mhm.
I just feel like in that moment to be able to peg each lady,
Mm.
that was a gift. So I knew at that moment that I really wanted to do it. So
Mhm.
that was my pivotal moment.
Yeah.
That
That
was
was
it.
you were amazing because
Oh,
listen, it was
don't even go
what we
into
had going on before that. All I'm gonna
it.
say is thank you.
I get it.
God blocked it.
God blocked it.
Whoa.
I'm so glad he did.
Ooh. Well, I'll go
So very
next.
glad he did.
My moment, um, it I'll say it like this: how I started in fashion. It's kind of a humble beginning. My mother was pretty much a struggling single parent, so we didn't have a lot. So, as a result, I started teaching myself how to make my own clothes because I got tired of the church giving us bags of, hand me downs and stuff like that. And so I started making my own clothes, and I just kept, practicing and practice, But after a while, um, it became like therapy for me because I was dealing with so much in my childhood, and so I just, it became therapy for me. Years
Mhm.
later, when I moved here to Atlanta, all of that happened in New Jersey. But when I moved here, started going to a church, powerhouse, Church
Mhm.
of God in Christ with the Pace family and things like that. Um, my good friend Latrice Pace introduced me to Ann Nesby, and this was during the
Mhm.
time when Tyler Perry did his first play. I Know I've Been Changed, and so she was in the play, and she needed somebody to do some work for her. So she was my first celebrity client. You know what I mean? So I started doing work for her while she was in the show, and also when she was promoting her, I think, first or second album. And so that was my moment because
Nice.
Yeah.
prior to that, I was just doing it just for me, almost like survival and therapy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But it
Right.
just went
Right.
from that to that, and so yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow. That's
Wow.
yeah.
amazing.
Hmm.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
So I guess
Thank
it's
you.
me next. Um, to be honest, I actually did not want to sew. Um,
Hmm.
I enjoyed doing this. This is all I
Mm.
wanted to do. I just wanted to sketch. In my mind, I just wanted to find somebody to create what I sketched. And my first lady, who is like my mom, I
Mhm.
would sketch their stuff every year for their anniversary. And one year, I sketched something that was very, very detailed. We found this shop for someone to make it, and the lady who made it was Hispanic, and she was just like, your sketches is made like your designs are amazing. She said, but now that I made this, it's now mine,
Woo.
Mm.
and that changed
It's like what?
everything
Listen.
for
Like
me. She said,
what?
I created the pattern, I created it all. So even though you sketched it, it's my pattern. And
Sheesh.
Oh,
that changed my whole outlook on wanting to be in fashion.
Yeah.
And
wow.
from then on, I want to say like maybe a month or so later, I was in school learning how to sew.
I know
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So that was the pivotal point. It wasn't a celebrity. It wasn't a big thing. It was
Right.
my family.
Yeah.
I'm getting, I sketched something out for her and we went to get it made. And this woman changed my whole thought process. She was like, yes,
Oh my.
your sketches are amazing. And I see that you put a lot of time and a lot of work into it, but because I made this pattern, this is now mine.
It's
And I was
her.
like,
Oh,
never again.
yeah, yeah.
So that was my pivotal
Listen.
moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I think what set you guys apart from so many others is that not only do you do the styling, but you're able to create. You can,
Hmm.
all of you can sew, all of you can make, you're not only just pulling from other people and their designs, but you're able to design yourselves and construct and put the designs together. So I think that's amazing in itself, and that sets you apart from so many others. It's really a
Wow.
gift to be able to do that.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
I I'm a singer, I'm an artist, you guys know that, and I
Mhm.
write. I even
Mhm.
write a little bit. My first project, I wrote 9 of 11 songs.
Mhm.
But I experience writer's block every once in a while, and it might I might go months, and I'm like, come on, I need something, but nothing comes to me. So
Mhm.
I'm wondering, as designers, do you ever experience designer's block? And if so, where do you draw your inspiration from? I mean, what do you look at a building? Do you see a tree? Do you see a person and then be like, hi, you get an epiphany or whatever? But have you ever experienced that? And if so, what does your inspiration come from to help you to create?
Mhm.
Wow.
Ooh.
Well, I would say that I'm there now. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. Like this whole
Mm,
pandemic, it just put me in a space of just well, I'll say this: when we first started to be shut in place, I was okay with that because I'm an introvert by nature, so it's nothing for you to tell me to stay home. I mean, I'm good.
right,
That's just me. So I was good with
right.
that, man. I was good, and I took it as an opportunity to rest because I had been doing so
Mm,
much, anyway, that it felt good to not have to meet deadlines and things like that. And we were getting ready for proms and the Stella Awards. We're gonna talk about that, guys, because
oh,
we were talking
yeah,
about doing something together at the Stella Awards and things like that.
yeah.
So it went from that for me to just like I literally, and just dealing with some personal things, I literally just like lost my creative. Yeah, I just had nothing to give. Like I couldn't even promote what I'm doing. I couldn't post
Mm.
pictures. It just, I needed, needed to, retreat
Wow.
mentally. But I would say, um, the things that do inspire me at times, when other times when I deal with that, I'm moved a lot by fabrics. So if I go to a
Mm,
fabric
okay.
store and I
Hmm.
see
Hmm.
something, just an amazing fabric,
Just
I'm
just
the
walk
kind of
through.
Mm,
Yep.
yes, I'm the type of designer that just I allow the fabric to tell me what it wants to be made
Yeah.
into. You
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what I mean?
yeah,
So
For
that's
sure.
what that's the inspiration. It just comes by amazing fabrics or just amazing things.
fabric.
So, but
Hmm.
here's what I'll
Wow.
say: as artists, as creative people, designers, we got to just stay open. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
we
Absolutely.
never know when that creative inspiration is going to come. So I'm just
Absolutely.
always open.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Hmm.
I could see the fabric being the inspiration because
Hmm.
Absolutely.
listen,
Absolutely.
Grover and I can go to get fabric when he's creating for me and be in there all day.
All
Hmm.
day.
And all
All
day
day.
we're going for one thing, and then we start seeing fabrics and oh, this would be nice as a
Uh-huh.
dress. Oh, this would be
Hmm.
nice
Yep.
as
Uh-huh.
a
Yeah.
so I could
Yeah.
definitely see
Yeah.
that being
Yep.
inspiration.
Hmm.
It
Absolutely.
Yeah.
even makes me feel like I could put something together sometimes. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Of
I
course. Oh yeah.
I want y'all to know that Nakitta is a low key a little designer herself.
I believe
I
know.
it.
mean, the way her mind thinks is
Oh, I
amazing.
know.
So yeah,
I
yeah,
Oh,
oh,
I
believe
know.
it.
But yeah, the designer's block is definitely a thing. Um,
mm,
I the funny thing is I'm the opposite of Tim during the pandemic. I got extremely creative.
Mm.
mm,
Um, But on the block side, sometimes I think it's the three of us. Honestly, we all move the same way as it relates to how we deal with our clients. We move with
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
heart. We
Yeah.
move with our soul. We move with
Mm-hmm.
our being. So
Mm-hmm.
Pray
when
for
you get
us.
to a place, please, please, we
Whew.
need
Pray
counseling.
for.
Uh, but to be in a space where you can't create, or you feel like you don't have any inspiration, it I'll say my block comes when I can't.
Mm,
When somebody tells
Ah,
me I can't, or if I feel like I'm stuck,
Mm.
I feel
yeah.
like if I feel like somebody calls me and say, "Hey, I want this yellow dress with the black belt, with these buttons, with this, and with the shoulder like this, and with the bottom like this, with the top like
Mm-hmm.
this, with the sleeve like this, and with the other sleeve like this," like at that moment, it's like, what? I'm just
Limitations.
a yeah. I'm
Right.
just that
Right.
I have no
Right.
creativity. There's no room for
Yeah.
right.
creativity. So I think
Right.
that's
Out the
where the
window.
block comes in. Yeah, I think that's where the block comes in for
Mm-hmm.
me. I when I can't create, when I have to
Right.
stay within this confined box that
Mm-hmm.
you've given me. I've had brides come to me and say, "Oh my God, I love the way you work. I love your dresses. I love your gowns. I love the way, but
Mm-hmm.
this is the way I want it. I want this, but I don't like my arms. I don't like my cleavage. I don't like this. I like my back out, but I don't like this part of my back. I don't like this part of my leg. My leg this." And I'm like,
Yes, Lord.
we're just gonna get you a potato sack and put a belt on it. That's all you left with. That's all you got left.
Deliver me.
So my black right. So my block comes from when I am constrained, when I
Yes.
can't
Mm.
do what I am
What you
created
want
to
to
do, which is create.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where my block comes from. And when I'm inspired to come out of that is when I get that client that say, "Do whatever you want. Here's the money." That's where my inspiration comes from. Yep.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yep.
That sounds right.
Um, to be honest, what's I can kind of piggyback off of Tim. Like when this whole pandemic started for me, like I was like, "Ooh, yes, great! I get a break. I get to sleep in late. I get to just catch up on some rest because I felt like I had just been going, and just not being able to really produce stuff that I really, really enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Mm-hmm.
don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. The stuff that I was
Yeah.
producing, did I love it? Yes. But at the same
Mm.
time, there was still some moments in between where I was just like, oh man, like I just want like 4 days just to sleep so I
Mm.
can
Yeah.
recharge.
Yeah.
And so when the
Yeah.
pandemic first came in, it allowed me to really, really do that.
Mm.
Now
Yeah.
here we are in July, and I feel like I am like, okay, now Lord, listen, this about to wear my patience thin, all the way thin.
Wow.
Like, hey,
Um,
guy. Okay. All right.
but
Still
it's
down
so
here.
ironic. It's so ironic that the four of us are on the phone because, to be honest, the four of you guys have been very, very helpful to me
Oh,
Oh
during the
wow.
pandemic.
Oh
So
Grover,
wow.
really?
to my brothers, I mean, y'all know we talk all the time.
Right, right, right.
So the bond that we've created,
Yeah.
it has been great for me, especially as a fellow
Yeah.
designer. We
Uh,
have a safe space that we can talk in. So
Absolutely.
whenever
come
I
on.
feel like I am under a lot of pressure or I feel like I need to vent about something, these these are my two brothers who help
Yeah.
me through that. So
Yeah.
that helps
Oh
me through
wow.
sometimes
Thanks, bro.
when I feel like
Listen,
I'm going through a blockage or if I'm going
you
through
would not
something.
make me cry. Listen,
Oh.
don't do that.
and
But
then
oh, go ahead.
and then Nakitta was the first person to call me during the pandemic and say, "Hey, I know we're in the pandemic. I know we ain't supposed to be doing all this other kind of stuff, but my birthday coming up, and I need something to wear for my birthday. So I need you to come
Say,
on out." And so it kind of lifted my spirits a bit
oh
to
man.
actually
Yeah.
walk back in
Nice.
my sewing room to
Mm-hmm.
actually do
Nice.
something.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
you know, I don't know if that really answered the question, but yeah, that's
It
my
Yeah.
answer.
did.
Can I can
It
can I
did. It
can
did.
I add something?
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Two
Oh,
two
where's Nikita
points.
show? I'm sorry, I'm saying
No.
yeah.
Two.
Run it. Run it. Take over.
two points. And both Grover and Al hit on something. What Grover just said is very important because what we have, it's rare. I'll say that.
Yes,
It's
Yeah.
rare,
Yeah.
and for
absolutely.
me, I just wish more of us who are designers and who are creatives would create a bond, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that, we can be each other's support system. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
When you're feeling
Yes, sir.
down or whatever, when you're feeling whatever,
Hmm.
just the fact that you can call somebody that you can identify with. We're in the
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
same, field. We can talk and we can hold each other up and
Yes,
we can
sir.
support each other.
Yes, sir.
Not only that,
Yes,
but
sir.
we should be creating a network
Hmm.
of
Absolutely.
designers. If Grover has a project that he can't do, listen, let me have you call my boy Al or Tim and he'll do it for you.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is
absolutely.
really,
Exactly.
this is what we should be doing. I'm so passionate
Hmm.
about that because I've seen so
Absolutely.
many crabs in the barrel. And
Hmm.
Absolutely.
my thing is, you know, it's been a struggle for me to really want to really be in the industry because I don't like the stuff that I've seen. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
much of
Yeah.
that competition and crabs in the barrel. But I
Absolutely.
Yeah.
think what we're doing tonight, it needs to be like we need to be
Absolutely.
examples.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I just
Yeah.
wanted to point
Absolutely.
that out. But then Al said something
Absolutely.
when Al, when you was
Yeah.
talking about, I'm sorry, when you was talking about creating the looks or whatever. And I thought about something else. When you were saying, how people want to have input and tell you how they want their look. My thing is, we are designers.
Absolutely. Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I have learned that it is important for us designers to honor ourselves as designers.
Yep.
Yes.
You
Yep.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
Yep.
every time I've given clients that freedom to do that, it's never turned out right. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't my idea.
It wasn't yours.
It's
It
always
wasn't
Yeah.
problematic.
me.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's all.
Yep.
I,
Yep.
Yeah.
I, I totally get that. I get
Yeah.
that because
Hmm.
I've gotten calls as an artist and people will want you to sing what they want you to sing. And it's like, well, you call me as the artist. Why not allow me to be me and choose
Absolutely.
what
Hmm.
I want to do?
I'm I'm
So I
I'm
Absolutely.
bringing
I
I'm
want
bringing
you
Nakitta. I'm bringing Nakitta. You
Right.
don't
right.
want her?
Right.
And I can
I
also say
totally
that's something that I appreciate about Nikita because um, we've developed such a bond to where she'll call me and say, I have this event. She was like, bro,
mhm.
I trust you.
I
Hmm.
trust you.
See?
Exactly.
Woo.
That to hear those words come from a client
Listen.
Magic
is
words.
is right. It's magic. Like to
Yeah.
hear I
Magic
trust you
words.
and I don't have to see a sketch or I don't have to hear the whole thought process out. I don't have to see the fabric. I don't I that feels good. That feels good to
Absolutely.
Yeah.
know that
Without a
my
doubt.
sister, my friend, my client says, I trust you. Go for it.
Yep.
Can I
Yep.
Yeah.
say that happened to me as well? A few years ago, Richard Smallwood was getting ready for his recording. Now, during this time, Richard Smallwood he hadn't recorded anything in a few years, and so this was big for
Mm,
him because it was like a comeback. Well, I don't want to say
come back.
comeback, but you know what I mean.
I get what
So,
you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
so he reached out to me and he was like, "Tim, I just need you to make me a blazer for my recording." Like what?
Mm.
Mhm.
This is major. First of all, you're Richard Smallwood. You
You're
are the
Richard
Legend.
Smallwood.
legend.
You're
You are
total
a legend,
praise.
right?
Yeah.
And
Living
you're
legend.
calling me to create your look for the anthology project that he did.
Mhm.
And I'm
Mm.
like,
Amazing.
and he left it. He gave me creative control. Like choose the fabric, choose the
Oh,
color. I mean, I thank God I know his favorite color, which was purple,
Wow.
and blue.
Wow.
So he gave me that. So it felt good to have that freedom, but it was a little pressure because
sure.
when you leave it up
Sure.
to the designer, a lot of times we know what we like, but we don't know if you'll like
Hmm.
it,
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. And so, long story short, we did the fitting. I went to the church, like doing the sound check hours or whatever. We did a fitting. He tried it on. It fit perfect.
Mm.
Like I did no fitting with. I mean, I didn't get his measurements. He just told me his jacket size. I
Wow.
made it.
You're
Wow.
I
good
was
like that. You're
I
good
was
That's
like
when you
that.
good.
Yeah, I was like,
You
oh my
live like
God.
that.
Yeah, so that's yeah, freedom control. And thank God for
Wow.
people like you all that trust us.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask something else, but since we're talking about freedom of control and freedom to be able to move how you want to move with styling and designing, what, like, if you look at a person and, well, if a person comes to you and says, create for me, how do you decide what to create for that person? Do you go by personality? What is
Mm-hmm.
it? Do you go by body frame? What about that person, inspired? Is
The trip for me, I'm gonna jump in because the trip
okay.
for me is the moment somebody walks in my door, I know what I want to put on them.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
The
Mm,
moment, the
Mm-hmm.
moment I walk by somebody at the airport, the moment I run into an old friend
Hmm.
at a party or at an event, like I immediately size them up, and I
wow.
immediately know if they were to ask me to make them something, this is what I'm gonna make.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird,
Mm-mm.
it's
I get it.
unethical, but
Is it
but
body
that's
parts?
my process.
Is it body parts? Is it attitude? Is it
It's
personality? Is
All
it
of that.
it's all of that.
All of it.
It's
all
all
of
Yeah.
it?
of it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's all of it. It's
Gotcha.
absolutely
Gotcha.
all of it. Yep.
Wow. That is
I kind of
My
feel like
amazing.
first,
my brothers. I feel like my brothers can do the same thing too,
Yeah, I
though.
mean, yeah.
absolutely.
The moment you see somebody,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I do the same thing as well. Sometimes though, when I have a client coming in for the first time and they just are giving me total freedom, sometimes I may want to see past pictures of them to see
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
how they normally dress themselves,
yeah,
mhm.
so I can kind of do the total opposite. Kind of take them
gotcha.
um, to do something different, to take them out of their comfort zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because a lot of times,
Yeah.
if you look at people's pictures, you can kind of tell what they're comfortable with just by
for
what
Yeah.
they
sure,
wear. You know what I'm saying?
for
Sometimes they'll
Yeah.
sure,
kind of wear the same style of dress if it's a female
for
or
sure.
male. They'll kind of wear the same style. So I try to look at
Yep,
things like that to kind of go against the grain. I mean, because you
for
Yeah.
ultimately
sure.
something I've done caused you to come to me. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to make sure that I give you something that is different out the box, but still
Mm-hmm.
yet makes you
Right.
look good with your body type. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because
Yeah.
Right.
body type is a very, very big thing that people don't really pay attention to,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm.
especially when selecting something in a store. And
Right.
I always tell
Absolutely.
my clients when you're coming to get something, you're getting something custom. So it's to you.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
get what you want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty
Yeah.
much everything they shared is the same for me. A lot of the decision making or whatever is done in the whole consultation. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
when we talk about again, just having that conversation. What do you see yourself? What do what's your favorite color? What do you like? What is the event?
Right.
You know what I
Right.
Yeah.
mean? And so
Right.
all of those
Right.
things just kind of help me, to get a feel of
Yes.
what direction they're going to. And the thing
Yeah.
is, you have some clients who they know what they want, but then you have others who have no idea what they
No
No
want.
clue.
idea.
No
Yeah.
And
clue.
the beauty that the beauty that I find in that is that when they are dressed, when it all comes together, you can see them light up like, oh my God, like
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
didn't know I could
Yeah.
look like
Absolutely.
this. That
Hmm.
feeling
Yeah.
Absolutely.
alone is like, wow,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
yeah.
Now we see the end results.
Mm.
We see the pictures, we see the glam, but I know that
Oh
sometimes
God.
during the course,
Listen.
all of y'all like, oh God, oh
Hmm.
well, yeah. In the course of this,
I know where you're going.
I
I
know where you
know
headed.
that during the course of events and in styling and designing, I know that there are some mishaps sometimes. What are
Hmm.
some of those mishaps that you guys come back, bud?
Right. Well,
Don't
I'm
step
gonna head out.
This was a great show.
Right.
What are some of those mishaps and what just give me one of the biggest mishaps that you've had or yeah.
Under undergarments.
Ah,
Undergarments.
yeah, yeah.
Undergarments. I'm gonna say it for a third time, and
Say it for the
I'm
people
gonna
in the
back away.
back. Say it for the people in the back. Say it again.
Undergarments.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a big miss. Yeah, I
Ah,
mean that's not the only thing. Like there's, I don't know if my brothers deal with it too, but the hair and makeup, the glam, the rest of the stuff that goes with
That's
what
true.
you've created,
That's true.
that can be a miss. That can be a whole entire miss.
oh,
So yeah, that's
Very
a
true.
mishap.
yeah.
Very
That's
true.
why when Grover creates for me, I always ask him, "How should I do my hair? How should I wear my hair with
Yep.
this?
Yep.
What kind of
Yep.
Yep.
makeup? What
Yep.
makeup look do I? What do I
Yep.
need to do? Bangles? Do I need to do? I always ask
Hmm.
him. I need the
Yeah.
whole shebang
Especially
bang.
if I'm
Yep.
not there already and supplying all of that
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It does. The entire look. It does make a difference. Make a
Oh yeah.
big difference.
Absolutely. It sells the look.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I mean, if a female
Yes.
has the wrong bra on, it, hello.
You see, I just went into a little twitch. Did you see?
Yeah, I
Sorry
mean,
about
if
that.
it's the wrong
I
bra,
can't
or I
control it.
mean, you don't have a waist trimmer on, or if you got the one that include the legs and not the panties, and I mean, it's a
Mm.
yeah.
And that sucks because you know us as designers, you know, while we are creating the look, we've already envisioned like the finished
The
product.
whole.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we've already in our mind we styled the whole look already. Like we know the hair and depending on the client and all of that. But when it don't come together because of undergarments and whatever, and it's looking like not what you envision, yeah,
My God.
that's
Yeah.
My God.
I just want to. I
disappointing.
want to stick a pin. Let me stick a pin right here,
Okay.
ladies. If you're watching, be sure to get you some good undergarments. If you don't know, ask somebody. It's okay. It's okay
It's
to
okay.
ask somebody. And I'm going to share one of my secrets. I'm a top heavy girl. I have grown up people. I have grown ups up to me.
People.
So
People.
I, if you're in Houston, go to Top Drawer.
Yes.
They have some of the best
Do.
bras ever. They will measure you and they will put you in the
Mhm.
right size because those are one of the
Dope.
problems that we have is that we wear the wrong
The
size.
wrong side.
And my
Mhm.
Yeah.
mother taught me if you have spillage on the
Mhm.
sides
Ha.
or if you're not
Mhm.
going to do cleavage and you have four, you have these and then you have two, it's too small. It's too
Mm.
small. So I'm just trying to help the sisters out, but
Teach,
that's
Nakitta.
another show.
No,
Teach.
that's this show.
Teach. That is the show.
Wow.
That's another show. But
Mm.
yes, okay. So undergarments. That's a big thing. That
Yes.
Huge.
did you
And
guys ever?
no, I was
Was
going to
somebody
add.
saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was going to add too. That fittings are very important. By the way,
okay,
so
Absolutely.
don't
Yeah.
think that just because we are good at what we do, that when we call you in for a fitting, that we don't need you for a fitting. We really do need you with those undergarments. You know
With
what I mean?
those
right.
undergarments.
Come on
Okay,
in. Let's
Ooh,
do a
you
real
said a
fit.
whole
right.
lot right there.
Listen, yeah, and that's for the ladies, but for the guys, if we started out, you were one size. Like for example, if it's your wedding, and you're trying to have a certain tone and look for your wedding. So from the time we did your first fitting, up until later on, you've been in the gym working out and doing all of this.
Hmm.
Your body has changed. So
Yep.
you
Change.
need to come
Yeah.
in for a fitting so we can make
Yeah.
sure that it's custom to your body,
For sure.
and we don't have
For
those
sure.
problems later on. So I just wanted to point that out.
Wow.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sam.
Hmm. I've had some
Any of
bad
you mind
experiences.
any of you mind
Oh yeah.
sharing
Oh
a
God.
mishap story? You don't have to say that. You don't have to say who. This face.
Oh.
This
Woo.
G squared face.
Woo.
Oh.
Um,
I'm gonna think on mine. I'm gonna think on these things.
What you say? Pass for a minute.
Well, so I mean, I'm pretty much. I'll say this, and I think I'm saying the same thing I've already said. But for me, again, it comes back to honoring yourself. And I
Absolutely.
remember I had a client who literally wanted. He showed me a picture of something he wanted, and he wanted me to make that. And in my mind, I'm like, well, okay, I'm not that designer, you know,
Hmm.
but I'll
Right.
try to
Right.
accommodate you. You want this fabric, you want, here's the thing. I wasn't in that designer's head. So you want this
Right.
Right.
look, but I
Right.
I can only give you 10. But in where I felt is that I did not honor myself. I tried to create that look, and it was a hot mess. You know what I
wow.
mean?
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so that was my moment.
That's good, Tim.
I'm trying to help us all, man. I'm
That's
trying.
that's
Listen,
good. That's
yeah,
good. That's honest. That's that's
hmm
that's good. That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because I really
I
can't
had a
see you.
Huh?
I was
Huh?
just about to say I really can't see him creating a hot mess. I can't see
Oh,
I
it.
I
can't
can't.
either.
listen,
I
I
listen.
mean, but
can't see it.
our opinion of our work is totally different than another
Yeah,
person.
That's what we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
critical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're much more
I had
critical of
I
our
had
own stuff. Go ahead.
absolutely. Absolutely. I had a client who she flew in from somewhere. She flew in and
He
so
got
the
flued in.
backstory, she flew herself
She
in.
flew in.
Um when she got here, and mind you, Tim, I know Tim does it. I know Grover does it. We always tell our clients what we need for them to bring to a fitting.
Mhm.
Mm.
Oh
Always,
yeah. Hmm.
always. So you won't say you didn't know. So I asked her specific undergarments. The top. There was this. It was a gown. It's a bustier top, like the whole sparkle, all these hand done ruffles.
Woo.
Ew.
I'm
Jesus.
sweating.
Jesus.
Um, and she came. She texted me when she landed. She was like, "I'm on my way. I'm so excited." Blah blah blah. Now I'll preface this by saying size does not matter. You can
Right.
anybody at any size can look great. Honestly,
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
honestly. She was about a size 14.
Hmm.
Um, so she pulled up. She was like, "I'm here. I'm parking. I'll be in a second." So I'm thinking her saying, "I'll be in a second." She's gathering the stuff that she needs and all of that. She walks up the steps. No undergarments on underneath what she has on.
Oh,
None in her hand.
oh,
She didn't bring anything. Mind you, this is a $1,000+ gown that she's about to try on.
My God.
So I asked her where her undergarments were. Oh, I totally forgot. And so the issue with that is when you put this dress on
Hmm.
and this dress doesn't fit the way you want it to fit,
Right.
Hmm.
your proclivity is to blame the designer
Suzanne.
Yes.
and to blame the
Exactly.
person who made it. So you're standing in the
Mirror.
mirror and you're seeing things about your body that you don't like in
Mm.
a
Oh wow.
dress you are about to pay for.
Hmm.
So that is a misstep. So we did the fitting anyway. I did the best that I could. I made sure the people
The
were as
people.
high as they could be. Thank you for that term, Nakitta.
Right. The people.
I made sure the
The
people
paper.
were where they needed to be. I made the adjustments. I did all the alterations. About a week later, I shipped her the dress. Look, y'all, this was a beautiful gown.
I'm sure.
I won't even
Of
like. I
course.
can't even.
Sure.
I don't put myself up like that, but it was a beautiful, beautiful gown. So I shipped it to her. She got the gown, and so she was gonna get a hoop skirt to go under it, so they can give it that beautiful effect and
Mhm.
all of that. So she put the gown on, and she went to a bridal salon and FaceTimed me and told me she hate the dress because it don't fit right.
Oh no.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Mind you, we're on FaceTime. I'm hearing people walk by her by droves saying, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful. Oh my God, you look so great. This is so incredible. Look at this gown." People stopping the whole nine. So she asked for her money back.
Woo.
Oh.
She's standing in this gown on FaceTime and she asked for her money back. But I'm going to tell you what I did. I gave her her money back
Oh
Mm-hmm.
and
wow.
I told her to keep it. And this is why. Because my peace of mind was worth
Absolutely.
more than what
Absolutely.
she paid for that
In
dress.
the money.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because she was in a different frame of mind. Like, if you don't give me my money back,
I
blah blah
listen.
blah. I can do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do. So I was like, you know what? We're not doing
Wow.
all that. But
Integrity.
after integrity, it's all about integrity. But after
Wow.
that, God sent a couple people to fix that up, to
Mhm.
replace her, and we good. So that was my
Oh.
little disaster. So that's why I'm so adamant about undergarments.
But that's why I feel like contracts are important. In that
Yes.
Mhm.
because listen, if something goes wrong, you know, I just to cover yourself or cover ourselves, I just feel like listen, we look at Al, what you doing? Yeah, I just listen. You
It's
did
called
not
receipts.
right. Oh, you
Yeah.
did not show up with what I asked you. Your
Well, what
undergarments.
you did what I asked.
You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I did my part. You didn't do your part.
Right, right.
Right.
Yeah.
So ladies, undergarments are important. Final
Yeah.
fittings
Come on
are
now.
important.
Brothers too.
Absolutely.
Listen,
Undergarments.
listen,
Undergarments are
Brothers
just as
too.
important as the
brothers.
garment.
Mhm.
Brothers too.
If you trying to have a certain look, brothers, you know what I mean, on your special day, whatever that is, you have a belly, but you want to kind of, then bring that particular undergarment to the
Yes.
fitting.
Please.
You know what I mean? So
Because they
that
got because they got them for us too.
They have
hmm
them for
they
us too.
exactly.
Do.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Spank them spank shirt.
Woo.
It's like a spank shirt,
Yeah,
ain't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
I
hmm
thought.
I,
Mm-hmm.
hmm
they got the men's
I know.
that's just as industrial as the women's.
Oh yeah,
Yes, industrial.
listen.
Okay, so let's see.
Grover.
My mishap. I had a bride. We did the fitting. The fittings, all the fittings went great. The final fitting went great. She asked me to come to the wedding and get her dressed for the wedding. All that good stuff. And I was like, okay, I don't have a problem with that. I made her and the groom. I did both of their things. Um, Day of the wedding, I've zipped her up. The ceremony has gone on. She on the dance floor dancing and everything. They done everything. She finally goes to sit down and eat.
Oh God.
And that zipper said, whoosh.
Oh my God.
Zipper,
Oh,
Zipper said no.
Oh Lord.
oh, geez.
Oh, that's a mishap.
Zipper
Okay,
Zipper
so
said no.
but this the thing, guys. Like I'm pretty sure Tim and Aaron, Tim and Al, y'all probably both have had, you've had a faulty zipper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Absolutely.
I've had my fair share as well. But the thing about it is, I had never had a zipper do that after the function is almost over.
She
Over.
she done wore it all day.
She didn't wore it off. She
Right.
didn't bend down. She didn't drop like it's hot. She didn't got her spent around. I mean, it didn't took the garter off and everything. And I'm just like,
What?
what?
Wow.
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 What?
Busting
Wow.
loose.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
Busting
mean,
loose.
wedding was almost over.
Ooh. What did she do
Seemed
though?
like it
Like,
was over at that point.
yeah.
So,
So,
I mean, we went in the back and I pulled out my needle and thread and I sewed her in the dress
Go
see,
figure.
to get her through the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that right there is about to open up a whole nother window.
But the good thing is
Oh
that you had
God.
your tools.
You had your
Yep.
tools. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And going
I
back to what I said, what set you guys apart is that
yeah.
you know how to sew. So when those
Yeah.
things happen, you could put it back
Listen.
together again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Wow.
I could as for me, when I travel with different artists, I always travel with two machines.
Okay.
I know a lot of
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
look at me like I'm
Yep.
crazy and how I have about 3 or 4 bags. I don't never want to leave the house without making sure I have what
Mm.
I
Exactly what I need.
need.
Yeah.
Yep.
What I need. So the both of the
Yep.
machines, for somebody who may be on the live, both machines do two different things, which is why I bring two.
Yeah.
I bring
Oh,
a
Straight
straight
stitch.
stitch machine, and my
Mm.
serger. I don't leave home without it when I'm traveling on the road
wow.
because I just don't know.
Nice.
I mean,
You
and
never
there's
know.
also times where I have to create in the hotel room. So I
On the
mean,
spot.
Wow.
on the
Yep.
spot, yeah. Because
Yep.
Wow.
I've had a mishap where a client gained a little weight, and she told me she was like, "Nah, I put on a few pounds," and I'm like, "Well, I'm looking at your pictures, and you look around about the same. Well, can you fit? Can you fit what I did for you last time?" She was like, "Yeah, I could." I made the outfit. We get there, and the awards is that day. We flew in that day, and she came for that fitting, and it said, "Mm-mm."
Oh.
It it said, "Mm-mm,"
Oh,
which means I had all of about 4 hours to create something totally new
Wow.
to get it
for this
together.
performance.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
See, y'all, it's not always pretty,
No.
No.
but thank God y'all know how
Yeah.
to bring it together and make it
But
special in the end.
and can I say real quick that that's why I feel like you know black designers need to be celebrated more than we have been. And
Please.
and
Yes,
so here and so
Yes.
here's
yes,
and because of
yes.
things like that. But here's the thing that bothers me, that has bothered me in the past is if you notice around award season, like the major like Oscar awards and all of those big awards on the red
Hmm.
carpet when they ask the client, the
Oh
celebrity,
God.
whoever, who are you wearing?
Oh Lord.
Easily, they would say, I'm wearing Tom Ford, I'm wearing XY, I'm wearing the top designers. But I
Right.
noticed in our community, now this is my experience. I don't know about you guys, but I have been in situations where, on the red carpet, people would ask the celebrity, what are you wearing? And they would say, oh, my stylist did this and, put this together and XYZ. And I'm sitting back like, wait a minute. Okay, I mean, the stylists did their thing, but don't disregard the fact that I put in blood, sweat, and tears. I'm the one that
Yes,
did the work. I
yes,
had the vision. I had the
yes.
idea. I spent my money. I did all of this and working, doing all the work, and you're not going to give me credit. You know what I mean? You're going to just
Wow,
say the stylist is.
Ooh.
It's like us cook. It's
wow.
like us cooking a whole meal, but we don't get to eat. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I just really wish that
Wow.
we would really change that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I don't know what that is. If I'm
Absolutely.
hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's not stylists competing with designers because there's no need to do that.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
noticed that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just wanted to point that out. I don't know if you
Ooh.
guys dealt with that, but I am just saying. Yeah.
Ooh.
Al, you okay?
Yeah.
Al, you got an itch. You got an itch. Go
After
ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
you gotta get
Just,
it,
You got an itch.
yeah. It's just,
Listen, we're gonna be on. We're gonna be honest in 2020.
yeah. That's a big deal, and I'm gonna be serious about it because it's a serious deal.
Absolutely.
Um, like Tim said, it's like the chef in the back. The chef in the back.
Mm-hmm.
They've gone to school. They've done all they needed to do. They've won awards. They've
Mm-hmm.
done lots of things to be where they are, and they prepare this beautiful meal, and the server gets the credit.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the credit. Yeah, yeah.
So I
That's a
think that
great analogy.
there's a disconnect.
There is a
There's
disconnect.
a huge
Yeah.
disconnect that comes when you, as the stylist, zips the dress up, put on a couple bangles, put in a couple earrings, and you get the credit for
Ooh.
the entire look. That's a problem.
That is a huge
Yeah.
That's a
problem.
problem.
That's a
Yeah.
problem.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yep.
I just wanted to throw that in.
No,
And
Thank you
thank
for
you, because I
opening
didn't
it.
want to be out there by
unfortunately,
myself.
it happens quite a bit.
Regularly.
It
Oh
happens
wow.
quite a bit. Yeah.
Yep.
Regularly.
And what happens is, in my case, and let me just say that I work with some great stylists. I mean, we, a few of them that I've collaborated with, they have honored me in that way. Others,
Yeah.
it's like, I shouldn't have to go on social media and do all this work to include, just to make sure you see that I made that. And don't just tag me. Like,
Right.
I want to see my name when you post, and you say make hair by, makeup by, designed by. I want to see
Hmm.
made by Tim
Made by.
Arrington, made by,
And
Absolutely.
rightfully
designed by.
so.
Absolutely.
Rightfully
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
so.
Right. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't tag, because when you have all your thousands of people that saw that, they're not,
Hmm.
they're seeing all of that right there. You know what I mean? They're
Hmm.
Absolutely.
seeing all of that right there. Don't add me later, because people ain't gonna come back and
Right.
look at that. Do it then,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? So
Right.
I have a stylist who did something, um, and I'm gonna say it. And my brother Tim said we're gonna be real. This particular stylist um, had me make something specific, asked for something specific for this artist.
mhm.
She put it on there. It was absolutely incredible. The whole moment, it was a whole entire moment. And the
Mm.
post said, um, stylist, that particular person. And then it said, shout out to Sir Algernon for bringing my vision to fruition.
Woo!
Oh,
Listen,
that just broke
wow.
my
Sure
heart.
did.
Mm,
Shout out to shout out to Sir Algernon for bringing my vision to pass.
Oh,
mm,
Thank you so much. You did a great job.
wow.
Yeah.
This is what we go through, Nakitta. Unfortunately, black
that just broke
designers.
Regularly.
my heart.
Yeah.
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 So we got to do
It's
better.
So
We
okay.
just
there's
have to do
that.
better.
It's okay because honestly, and I know it may sound cliche, but what God has for you is for
Absolutely.
you.
I
So
stand on that. I
Absolutely.
stand on that. That's why I'm like, I don't.
Absolutely.
That's why I don't compete, because, and I'm not the kind of person who is thirsty. I appreciate
right,
every opportunity. I appreciate everything, but I'm not going to put myself in a
Yeah.
position where, even though you're telling me it's a good
Yeah.
opportunity, thank you.
right,
You know what I mean? What's mine is mine. Like, I'm not going to fight
right,
other
Absolutely.
designers and compete with everybody. I'm not doing that, because I know that
Absolutely.
what God has already
Absolutely.
planned for me to have, that's mine. I don't have to fight for
Absolutely.
Yeah.
what
yeah,
belongs.
Absolutely.
You know,
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
so
Absolutely.
I'm not buying likes. I'm not buying followers. I'm not doing all of that. You know what I
Ah,
mean?
Right.
I'm not doing all of that.
Right.
I'm
ooh,
Right.
content.
come on.
So I'm just saying.
Every follower we earn.
every,
Exactly.
Listen.
Yeah.
every.
We earn.
So
Yeah. Wow.
Well, we're coming down to the close of the show. I don't want to keep you
oh,
guys too
this
Already?
much.
is
I
fun.
know, so much fun. But just a few more things. I have one more question I do want to ask you guys.
Okay.
Tell me your favorite person that you have styled or one of your favorite style moments.
Mm, it's
Well,
hard to pick a
so
favorite.
I'm gonna go ahead and say mine, because this
Okay.
is dope to me. Missy Elliott.
Okay.
Missy Elliott. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Al, you know that y'all know the story.
Oh
You know,
God. God.
it happened like I wasn't ready, but I was ready.
Oh wow,
But yeah. So that she
that's
what
amazing.
happened.
Wow.
What happened was a stylist, which is why in relationships is so important. This is why relationships is
Hmm.
Yeah,
so important. So I had there
yeah.
was a stylist in New York that was coming to Atlanta. They reached out to another stylist here, and that stylist reached out to me and asking me if I had time to create um, a trench coat, a leather trench coat, right? A vinyl trench coat. And I'm like, well,
Ooh.
it's and within 24 hours, by the way. So I'm like,
Ooh.
I can do it, but first of all, it was, like
Is
close
it
to,
worth it?
yeah, right,
Is it worth it?
right,
You see what I did
right,
there? See what I did there?
Uh-huh.
right,
I
Uh-huh.
right.
see it. I see it.
But it was close. It was like around 5 o'clock, and so a lot of fabric stores are starting to close. So I'm like, here in Atlanta, like with the traffic here, like I'm not gonna be able to get
Forget
to
it.
these stores in time before they close. So I'm like,
Forget it.
So I ended up going to the fabric store the next morning, and I talked to the stylist, and he was like, well, Tim, it's very important. He didn't say who it was for or what it was for, but
Ooh,
he
right.
he said that I would have to sign an NDA. So I knew, okay, cool, that means whatever. And then he also said that June Ambrose was involved. So I'm like, okay, cool, right.
Love her.
So right.
Love her.
So anyway, I find fabric, I cut, do the work, I finish the jacket. They gave me the address to where to bring it to. I get to the Porsche Theater or whatever, Porsche building. Um, Here in Atlanta, and the first person I saw was Derek Blank. So I'm like, okay, Derek Blank, because he's
Mm.
here, he's major. So this is, whatever. But see,
Yeah.
in my mind, I try to make sure I'm never impressed. Like I try to make sure
Absolutely.
I'm here to do the work.
Right.
I
Do the
see Derek
job.
Blank's
Yep.
cool, you know what I mean? But who do I need to see because I need to deliver this jacket. That was my attitude. They brought me to where they brought me to the dressing room. So I walked into the one of the dressing rooms and I saw like all of like wardrobe people and dancers and all of these like neon things everywhere. And I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Mhm.
Um, a girl came up to me. She was like, oh, you're Tim Arrington, whatever. And I'm like, yeah. She was like, well, I've been wanting to reach out to you about something. But whatever that was, she said she changed her mind. But she was like, so you must be the one that made Missy Elliott's coat. And look, wait, I'm like this. I'm again being unimpressed. I was like, yeah,
Unimpressed.
I made the coat. But in my mind, I'm like, she just told me who I did the coat for. Because I had no
Yeah.
clue. I had no clue.
Yeah.
And then the stylist
Wow.
came in and he was like, Tim, if you didn't know, now you know. The coat this is for Missy Elliott, and it's for her video. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the video. Jesus, but
Yes.
she wears the coat in the opening of the video. Drip the
Yeah.
minute.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
So that,
Amazing.
yeah, great experience. Thank God for it. I
Yes.
Absolutely.
thank God for
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
If I just have to pick an experience and a person, um, it was Niecy Nash.
Ah.
And I'll tell you why. When I first met her, um, I went to her hotel room, and I'm thinking, you know, Hollywood, she probably gonna give
Yeah.
me, real. So I get to her
Yeah.
Hollywood, her hotel. I knock on the door. She answers the phone. She's on the phone. Answers the door, and she's like, "Hold on one moment." Had me come in. So long story short, while she was on the phone, I was like, "Well, let me just get my stuff out," and I just went on and did her measurements and did all of that, whatever. And before she finished her call, she was like, "Hold on one second," because I was packing up. I was getting ready to leave. I was like, "Well, maybe this is just gonna be that Hollywood kind of situation. Do our measurements. We
Right.
don't talk.
Right.
Don't look in the eye. That kind of stuff." And so she got off the phone and she immediately apologized. She was like, "Please forgive me." Um, she was like, "That was an it was a magazine interview. She had just got nominated for a bunch of awards, so her phone was being blown up. She was getting all these interviews, so she apologized immediately. So I was like, okay, that's cool. And then she sat down across the desk from me and said, "So tell me about Algernon."
Oh.
Hmm.
She said, not the designer,
Wow.
not the guy who's doing any of this stuff. Tell me about Algernon. And she said, just like
Wow.
this. And it was a pivotal moment because it was like she was interested in me and
Hmm.
not just what I was about to do for her. And
Right.
so fast forward
Right.
through the conversation we had, she popped a bottle of champagne, the whole nine. Fast forwarding through all of that, I went home that night. I had some scraps of fabric. You already know, bags of scraps of fabric, and I was like, I don't have anything. Like, I really want to just make her something before she leaves. Like, if I gotta stay up all night, whatever. If I gotta take a couple hours, whatever. So I found these scraps and I put this dress together. And I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a color block dress. I want to say the top is red, center is black, and the bottom is blue. From scraps of fabric.
Wow.
The next day, I went back to her. She tried the dress on. She screamed. She flaunted around in the mirror, and she was like, "Oh my God, this dress fits me perfectly. I want to wear this to something I got going on." Blah blah blah. And it was just a perfect moment. And so, fast forward to, I think it was maybe a few weeks later, I get a call and said, "Turn on the TV." And she was on, I forgot what show it was, Match Game, the Match Game on ABC. And she stood up and she had on my dress, and I completely lost it. On this major network. This little guy from LA.
Wow.
Yeah.
I get it.
Who learned how to sew because he wanted to learn how to sew.
I get it.
Like, and I'm looking at my work on a major network. That was my moment right there. It was just like,
Yeah.
Seriously. See, I grew up watching this network, and my clothes is on here.
Wow.
So that was, if I had to pick a moment,
that's
that
a
was,
moment.
That was a moment.
That is a moment.
That was a huge moment. Huge moment.
That's awesome. I had somebody that said on here that said they love Niecy Nash, and I do too.
I love her. She's amazing.
Yeah,
she's amazing.
And she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She is gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
Them features, what? She's gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
So my favorite moment would probably be the year I did the Walls group for the Grammys.
When it
and
was in New York.
When it was in New York, yes.
Yes.
And the reason why that one is probably my favorite because it was different because not only did I get the opportunity to walk the carpet with them, which is very rare for a designer or a stylist to walk the Grammy carpet with their client.
Wow.
I got the opportunity to do that, and there was, I believe it was Essence Magazine, Ebony. They were all, lined up interviewing all the people, and I ended up getting like my own interview because I was standing there with the group, and they were like, "Well, who are you wearing? Like, what are you wearing? Because you guys look amazing." And it was like, "Well, actually, this is our designer right here." And I was like, "Well, it was like such a moment where you like almost lost for words."
Wow.
You like I'm low key kind of tearing up just a little bit just because I remember that.
Wow.
That moment was so like it was so overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, "Wait, what? Huh? Wait, yeah, no, yeah, okay, yeah. Hi, how are you?"
Wow. Wow.
I remember when we finished the interview, the lady was like, "Oh my God, you have such a great personality." She was like, "I could totally tell you were nervous because you didn't know what to say," but she was like, "It's okay, we'll edit it in." Blah 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 blah. But that was like a really really cool moment because it was so dope. Even though I had done the Grammy carpet twice before that one, but that one just stood out because of that moment. I got to walk it, and
Wow.
So that was a really really great moment.
You hear how you just, even though I had walked the Grammy carpet.
Yeah, I've done this already.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Wow.
So before we go, just a little something here, a little game I want to play. I always like to end with something really fun, something really cute. On my last show before we got off the show, I had singers on the show. I think you guys sing too. I know Grover and Al sing. I don't know about Tim. Now I'm not gonna make y'all sing. But
I was about
on
to
my
say,
last
now and now.
I'm not gonna make y'all sing. But on my last show, before we ended the show, I
Mhm.
did artist association. And if you didn't see the show, I had Timothy Figueroa on my show, Gene Moore Jr. and Adrian Lewis Henderson on my show. So
Okay.
y'all know
Nice.
all of those are like
Oh yeah.
phenomenal singers. So what I did was artist
Absolutely.
association. I gave them each an artist and I had them to sing the first song that came to mind. They killed it, of course. So
Of
I
course.
thought about you guys and I thought about fashion. And I'm just gonna see how much you guys know.
Uh-oh.
So what I'm gonna do is
Come
I'm
on,
gonna
fashion
say some
history.
quotes. Huh?
I say, come on, fashion history.
Ooh.
Right.
I'm gonna say some quotes and
Oh
I
God.
wanna see if you guys know who said these quotes.
Uh-uh.
Oh
So
God.
the first one is in order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different.
Hmm.
I don't
I feel
know.
like I know this.
I heard it before.
I feel like I've heard it before, but
Yeah, I just
I
don't
don't
know.
want.
Mm. I
Do,
don't know.
Ah,
do,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
want
know.
to guess?
I'm lost.
Say it
Coco
one more time.
Chanel.
Coco
Coco
Chanel.
Chanel.
Coco Chanel. Yeah.
Ah,
Mm,
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
I'm gonna fail this
Yeah.
game. Look, I already know it. I just, yeah.
Right, right.
Okay. Listen, then I'll just do one more. Let's
Okay.
see if you know this one. The great thing about fashion is that it always looks forward.
mm.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Because I've never even heard that one.
Tom Ford.
No.
Oh,
Male or female?
yeah. Give us that.
Male.
Male.
Male. The great thing about fashion is that it always looks forward.
Leon
I
Telly?
No.
No. Okay.
Isaac
I was gonna
Mizrahi.
say Andre Leon Taylor.
Mm.
Oh
Should I
yeah.
Oh
tell
my
you? Should I tell
God.
you? That's
Oh
Oscar
God.
De La Renta.
Oscar de la
Ah,
Renta.
he's one of my
Uh,
Yeah.
favorites too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
wow.
one of my
Sorry,
favorites
Nikki. Yeah.
too. Wow.
Mm.
What
Yeah.
All
you
right.
had?
So let's
Yeah.
do this. Let's do this.
What?
You quote. You we uh if you have to give a quote, what would your quote be?
Mm.
Oh,
Class never goes out of style.
I
Mm.
love it. Algernon Johnson, pin it.
Never goes out of style.
That's
So
good.
I'll say, um, as a designer, as a creative, any whatever your creativity is, I would say do the work and let the people talk about it.
Ooh,
Hey,
I like that.
Listen, you got to
hold
you got
on.
to stay focused. If you get sidetracked by the noise of what everybody's trying to say and what
Right.
category they trying to put you in, you'll get distracted. My
Facts.
best friend taught me years
Facts.
ago. You be the vessel, be open, and create. You just create, no matter what it
Yes,
is.
For
You
sure.
create and
For
let them
sure.
talk about it. Let them
For sure.
I
just have
like
opinions or
it.
whatever. But
I
I
yeah,
like
like
that a
it.
lot.
yeah.
I like that a lot.
Pin
Woo.
I
it.
like that a lot.
Pin it.
Thank you.
That's your
Thank
And
you.
pin it.
that.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Wow.
oh, y'all waiting on me.
Hmm.
Um, I'm, I'm thinking. Let your work do the talking.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's good.
thank,
That's good. That's really
Pin
good.
it.
thanks,
Pin it.
Let your
thanks.
work do the talking. Pin.
Yes.
My
Nikita, can I
brothers.
can I say this real quick? as
Please.
Tim touched on it earlier. Touched on it earlier about the camaraderie and about the unity and about us coming together as designers and as creatives. And I want to shout out to both of these gentlemen. Um,
Yay.
Tim
Oh,
Tim for one, last year was one of the
oh,
most emotional, toughest years of my life. My dad passed, and
Um, yeah.
um, 2 days after my dad passed, I was due to be in Jersey to do bridesmaids fitting,
mm-hmm.
and I'm a champion. I'm a hero. I'm all that. So I was still gonna try to go, and my friends were like, "No, you need to go home." So
Right.
one of my friends called Tim, asked him if he would fill in for me at my fitting. Tim didn't waste one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
He got on that plane.
Mm-hmm.
He met me. We met in the airport. I was
Mm-hmm.
headed home,
Wow.
and he was headed to Jersey. Met me in the airport. I gave him the addresses, and he took it from there. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Don't worry about anything. I got your back."
That's
That
awesome.
is unheard of in our
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
absolutely
Yeah.
unheard of. So I just want to
That,
shout out Tim. Tim, I appreciate you so
You
much for
know I
that.
love
I
you,
already told
man.
you, and you
Yeah.
know.
It's
But I'm saying this now
oh
because I want people to see
yeah.
what
Yeah.
what unity will do for our community, what
That's right.
unity will do
yeah.
for our
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also for Grover, last year as well. Also, I was doing a wedding in Houston, which is
Mhm.
where Grover. I'm sorry, Grover. I'm telling your business. Do everybody know you live in Houston?
You fine.
I was doing a wedding in Houston, and so it was the final fittings for the bridesmaids. I had 10 bridesmaids. I had to finish everything up, um, and I was kind of finishing, and I was doing last minute things, and I needed to go on a fabric store run, but the where I was staying was very far from the fabric store. So I was on the phone
Mhm.
casually with Grover, and he was like, "Well, let me know if you need anything." And I was like, "Well, I need to get to the fabric store." He was, "I'll go for you."
Oh,
He
wow.
went to the fabric store, got everything I needed,
Listen.
and brought it to me,
Wow.
and didn't ask me for a dime. And
Wow.
basically almost told me off when I tried to give him like some gas money to replenish him. So
Yeah.
I
moments
have to.
like that, I have to thank you, Grover. I have to thank you in this moment. And again, I'm
Man.
saying these things not that I didn't already thank them because I've already done that, but
Mm-hmm.
I want this
Right.
audience, I
Right.
want people to see what will
That's
happen
right.
when you put your
When
greatness
you work
together. We're all
together.
great. Yeah, we're
Yes.
all great
Yes.
individually, but when you
Yes.
put your greatness
Yes.
together and when you celebrate each
Yes.
other, we all have our own sector of clientele. We
Mm-hmm.
all have
Yeah.
our own group of people
Yes.
that we will serve.
Yes.
But there are no egos with us. We have a group chat. We talk, we
Mm-hmm.
laugh, we bounce
Mm-hmm.
things off of each other, we cry. And I just
Yeah.
want to
That's
celebrate these
awesome.
two gentlemen
Thank
just
you,
for that. I
man.
just wanted to take that
I
moment and make
got
sure that I
you.
did that.
And we want to see each other win.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about us. Like we
Absolutely.
want to see each other
Yeah.
Yeah.
win. You know what I
Yeah.
Yeah.
mean? So
Absolutely. So
hmm
thank you for letting me have
And
that
I
moment
want
because I
to see
had to do that.
all of y'all win. I want to
no.
Yeah.
see all of y'all win.
Thank you,
You guys
Nakitta.
are
Appreciate
amazing.
it.
I mean,
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you,
I
Nikita.
sometimes just go to your pages just to see pictures of y'all, pictures of what you're doing. I mean,
Oh,
amazing.
Thank
Absolutely
you.
thank you,
amazing. I got
Nikita.
to get
Thank you, Nikita.
Blazer, Al. We got to work. Grover, we working forever. Like even when you don't want to work, we working.
But
So
Nikita, really
yeah.
quick, Nikita, I just want to say to you, Nikita, you know, of course, thank you for this. Thank you for
Yes.
creating this platform so everybody could see what we already do anyway. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yes.
But also, I want to say to you, congratulations, because how you
Thank you.
represented George
Mm.
Floyd
Absolutely.
at the George Floyd funeral,
Absolutely.
amazing, amazing,
Thank,
Absolutely.
amazing. And I gotta say to
Absolutely.
you, congratulations.
thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
hmm
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
hmm
Thank
You
you.
gave
I get it.
You gave the people Nikita
Yeah.
Did
Yeah. Right.
did.
That's all I
wrapped
know
up
to
in
do.
God.
That's all I know
Wrapped up in
to do.
God. Yep.
hmm So.
Yep.
I get excited every time I see a new flyer of you being interviewed or doing something, as a result
Oh,
from it. I mean, it's brought so much light on you that you have been deserving of.
Yeah.
So I'm
Thank you.
rounds of applause.
Ah.
Thank you. And I have to say this. I have to say this. Grover is partly responsible for my look
Come on.
because he is. He is. I went to him with something else. I wanted
In the
him to
midnight hour, the day before.
in the midnight hour. I went to
Yeah,
him for him to let the
producing.
hem of some tuxedo pants that
Mhm.
I was going to wear, but I took a dress. I took another dress, and he was like, I think you should wear the dress."
Hmm.
Wow.
And I got so many compliments
Hmm.
from that
Come on,
dress and what
brother.
I had on. I never would have thought just a simple black dress would, just
Mm-hmm.
be everybody was, oh, the dress was so nice. The dress, it's like it was just a black dress.
Mm-hmm.
But Grover is for that
A
because
little
I
black
wanted to
dress
wear
Thank
is
the
you, Grover.
always classic.
Yeah,
Always.
always.
It's
yeah,
always classic. You can't ever go wrong with an LBD.
go wrong with that.
Always.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to wear my little tuxedo pants with the little sparkle down the side of the leg. I was trying to
And I
Get
said,
ready.
have a little. And Grover was like, just
uh-uh,
wear the dress.
uh-uh.
So
Mhm.
thank you so much. That's my brother. Even if he never make another thing for me, that is my brother
Mm,
for
I
Yeah,
life.
love it.
I love
yes.
it.
I
That's
love it.
my.
I love it.
I'm very appreciative of to God to the connection that we have made. It goes beyond the
Mhm.
sewing. It goes beyond
Yeah,
what other people
yeah,
see. We could be on. We could talk and cheer each other up, pray for each other, encourage each other, and I think
yeah,
ultimately that's what it's really about.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
Absolutely.
that's what we need to
Yeah.
keep going daily.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And the same for Tim and Algernon. Like, man, y'all don't understand what y'all
Oh.
have been to me and for
oh,
me. So, man, I appreciate you. I
yeah.
appreciate y'all, and I
Oh.
thank y'all. I
You too,
thank y'all.
Grover.
What we're
Mhm.
not gonna do
What you're not gonna
is
do? Uh-uh.
Right,
No.
right.
No,
what we're
because
not gonna
honestly,
do.
I've had my fair share of experiences within the industry where I've been frowned
Absolutely.
upon, where I haven't been welcome,
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
where I have been deliberately being mean to, looked over,
Mm-hmm.
lied
Absolutely.
on,
Mm-hmm.
abused,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not
yeah,
recognized. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I
Yep.
appreciate being able to come to two people who share the same gift and talents that I do, and I can come and vent
Absolutely.
to them,
Wow.
and I know that it's
yeah,
not going to be heard somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then at the
Absolutely.
same time, they can take that what I've told them, and then also give me encouragement. Well,
Yeah.
I
Yep.
experienced
yeah,
the same thing, but
Yep.
instead I did this or I did this
Yes.
or you know what I'm saying. And
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
think
Mm-hmm.
ultimately we don't see that enough with the industry and
we
it's not
don't.
just in fashion.
Yes.
It's
Oh
in
no.
It's
with
not
artists. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's with
artists.
creatives
Yeah,
across the board. Let's just say creatives
Mm-hmm.
across
Yes.
the
yes,
board. It's always
yes,
a
Yes.
competition. It's always see who's gonna do the next run
yes,
Come on, Grover.
that's more that's better, or who's gonna do the next um high
yes,
low or train that's longer or whatever. And it's not about
Yeah.
that.
yes,
It's not
Right.
about that
yes,
at all
That's
because
right.
we
That's
all
right.
have great giftings and great
Mm-hmm.
talents. And if we just
Yes.
support each other, we
That's
could
right.
be so much
Yes.
further.
so
Yep.
much further
Yes.
along.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So much
So much
further.
further.
Yep.
I really want to see you guys do something. I want to see you guys do
Listen,
something.
we were going to. I'm telling you,
Make it
we
happen,
were we were
please.
already planning, and we're going to still do it. We're
It's still
determined
gonna
to do
happen.
that. Yeah, we're going to still do
Absolutely.
Yes,
something. You
It's
know,
gonna happen
Absolutely.
because it has to happen.
it has to
It has
happen.
to
It
happen.
has to happen. So, yep.
Yeah.
Grover. I don't know if you can see in the comments. Rhonda said Grover is appreciated.
Oh, yeah, Grover.
You are Grover.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
You
Yes,
are Grover. You are Grover. For sure.
I mean, because he be coming
For
through in the
sure.
clip. I'm last minute Lucy. He be coming through in the what, honey? I be like, brother, but he
yeah,
always make it happen. Always make it work. Always.
yeah.
Yes.
That's dope.
So,
So dope.
And I'll say this
well,
one.
oh,
It
Okay,
just
go
one
ahead.
last thing. It's I appreciate Rhonda for that comment because Rhonda is actually one of the first, or not one of the first artists
Deeper.
to
Yeah.
Mm,
give me an opportunity. She came to me. She was
Yeah.
preparing for her live recording, and she was like, "Oh, I've seen some of your stuff." She was like, "I want you to do something for me." And at the time, I didn't feel like I was ready to
Mm.
really do something for anybody outside of my family. I was doing stuff for my mom, my sister. They're like, "Go ahead, let's just kind of see what people say." And
Right.
she came
Right.
and she was like, "I mean, I've seen some stuff. I like, let's do it." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try." You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Bad
That's
that
dope.
night. She was
and
bad.
I did something that I had never done. I made her a tuxedo and I made her this skirt and top,
Yes.
and it was great. And
Yes.
the moment that she called me up on stage and brought
Oh
to
wow.
everybody's attention that I had actually
Mm,
Yes.
Wow.
made the stuff, it was just like, man,
Wow.
this is.
wow.
So I guess that kind of goes back to Nikita's question earlier for a pivotal moment. That was
Mm,
a moment as
Yeah.
well in my
Yeah.
career that
Absolutely.
like, okay, I like this. I like this. I want to do this. So thank you,
wow.
Rhonda.
Thank you for
So
pushing them, Rhonda.
yes. And thank you
Hmm.
because of that. That's where I first saw his work, like I said before.
Hmm.
And I told him,
Yeah.
we gonna work. We working.
Love
Yeah,
it. Love it. Love it.
yeah.
So I want to do this too. I have some people on here. I really can't see all of the comments. I see a few of them are coming up. But if I have some Black business owners, if you would in the comments really quickly before we get off of here, put your business information in the comments because I want to support everybody. I want to
Mm-hmm.
support
Hmm.
all.
Yes.
I want to support my
Yes.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So put your information. I see Eric Henry is on here. He has Ezra's Closet, which is
Mm.
men's fashion. Rhonda, we were talking about her. She has Boss Fashions for women. My
Hmm.
sister Nene is on here. She has Shopbrook Avenue, which is a boutique with a lot of cutesy clothes. So y'all please put your information in here because we're about to get out of here. I
Mm-hmm.
know
I'm trying to
I
look
don't
and see some of them too.
yeah. Thank you. Help me out. I don't want to keep my guys on here, my brothers on here for too long. They probably have some work that they have to do. Um, and I don't know, like I said, some of the cities are opened up at least 50%. So some of y'all might want to do a little, go out and do a little something. I don't know. But
No, I'm gonna be in the house. I'm gonna be in the
Yes,
house.
will.
In the
you
house.
know, I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But I don't want to use
TP2 men's
TP2 men's
apparel.
apparel. I
Tim
do see
Parks.
that. Yes. I do see Ezra's Closet. Oh, and Eat Your Health Sea Moss. Eric does sea moss as well. I'm
Wow,
telling
I
you,
need
sea
him.
Mm.
I need that.
get, I will forward you his
Please.
information.
Yeah.
I love it. I take it
Yes.
every day. I every day. I
Me
don't miss
too.
a day.
Yeah.
Don't miss
Me
a day.
too.
I definitely need some.
Same
So
here.
yes. Boss Fashions. I see you, Rhonda. Oh, thank you. So
And y'all,
listen,
Nikita sells glasses. I mean, hey,
yes.
You
let's
got a.
talk about your.
It's
She
a
have a
new line,
glasses.
right?
Yeah.
It
Wow.
I
I seen it.
not it's not quite my line yet, but I'm
Okay.
working on that. I am working on that. However, I have some very nice frames, some nice
Do.
sunglasses. So
Nice.
it's frame it's I'm on Instagram in the works right now. My website is probably finished, but frame art for you, number
Okay.
4, letter U. Frame
Nice.
art for you. Yeah.
Cool.
Hmm.
Nice.
So
Yo, I hope I
I,
don't
So
get
you
cut
got to bring
off.
your glasses whenever we do our things.
Right. Oh yeah.
of
Yeah.
course. Of
When
course,
we do
of
our thing,
course,
you gotta do something with
Yeah.
of course. Somebody said Marion Collier collection. Okay,
Nice.
keep bringing them in, y'all. Keep typing. Thank you, Rhonda. Keep typing, cause we're about to rock out. But y'all can meet me back here the first Friday of next month. I have no idea what we're gonna talk about next month. The Lord, pray the Lord give it to me, because I don't know. But I just knew that I wanted to have. I knew that I wanted to have you guys on at some
Thank
point,
you. Thank you.
I
and
Thank
appreciate
you.
it, Kitty.
Yeah. Amazing.
I knew that. I knew that. And then I was like, well, should I add
Thank you.
somebody else? Should I add a makeup artist? Should I add a hairstylist? And I was like, nah, I'm just gonna rock with the guys. I'm gonna rock with my
That's good.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Kira. We
yeah.
appreciate
I
it.
love y'all so
We
much.
Love you
appreciate it.
too. Love you too.
Thank you for taking out y'all's time, because I know you're busy.
Mhm.
So yeah. All right,
Thank you, Nick.
people, beautiful
Yeah.
people.
Ow,
Hey.
Come
whoa.
on, mute. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's turn up. Like, we turn
Hmm.
up.
Ah,
Like
Right, right, right.
ah.
Listen, I'm here for it.
All right, guys. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
You're
thank you so
No,
much.
thank
welcome. Love
you.
you. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Love you.
We'll
Love
talk,
you.
guys. I love you
Love you,
guys.
Thank you
bros.
all
Yeah,
for
All right.
tuning in. I'm so
Love
glad you
y'all.
all tuned in.
absolutely.
Peace.